Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and what we're going to do first is just build a flat out HTML template, and then after that we'll move on to integrating it and making it a WordPress theme. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a folder for this template, and I'm going to call this myshop_HTML. Alright, and then inside there we're going to create a couple things. Actually, you know what, before we create that, let's download Foundation from foundation.zurb.com. We're going to click on this one over here, complete. Alright, and then we'll open up that zip file, and let's just take everything out and move it to our folder. Alright, now if we open up index.html with Chrome, you can see we have pretty much a boilerplate. Okay, so the CSS is implemented, the JavaScript should be implemented. So let's go ahead and open up index.html in our editor. Alright, so we're going to kind of just work through this, replace what we need. Let's also open up our CSS file, which is app.css. Okay, there's nothing in here. The only styles is the core foundation styles. Now I also have some images that we need to upload, so I'm going to create a new folder called img, and you should have these files in your project file. And I'm going to paste these in. Okay, so if we just take a look at these images, make these bigger. Okay, so we have our logo.jpg, and then we have a bunch of clothes. Okay, we have a bunch of shirts, we have a hat. This blue shirt has multiple images because we're going to implement a mini gallery. So these are all the images that we'll be needing. Alright, so let's go back to the index.html. Now the head can stay how it is. We're linking our CSS files. We have our viewport set, so we can leave that stuff. So let's go right below the body tag, and we're going to keep using the grid system. Alright, so we have a div here with the class of row. I'm actually going to change this div to a header. Okay, and then inside of it we're going to have a 6-column div, and then we'll have another 6-column div next to it. Alright, so on this side, let's put the logo. So we're going to say img. Source is going to be /img/logo.jpg. Okay, let's see if that shows up, which it doesn't. Let's do ./image. Alright, so we have our logo. On this side we're going to have our navigation menu. Alright, so let's say UL. We're going to give it a class of menu and also simple and main nav. Alright, and then inside that we're going to have some li tags. With a link. Okay, this one will go to index.html. I'm going to copy this li. This one will be about, and we'll have an about page. And then this one will be, this can be anything really. It's not going to link anywhere, but we'll just say services. Alright, so save that, reload. Okay, so the style that it has is coming from the core foundation file. We are going to add some other styles. For instance, we want to push it down, we want to push it over, but we'll get into the CSS after the HTML. Okay, next we have the showcase area, which is going to change quite a bit. I do want to keep div class row. We're just going to add on to this class called showcase. We're going to leave this 12-column div. We're going to leave this callout div, but I'm actually going to add a class called secondary, which will make it gray. Alright, and then everything in that we can get rid of. Okay, and then in here what we're going to do is we're going to have an H1. Oops. And this will say discount clothing. And then I'm just going to paste in a paragraph and a button. Alright, save that, take a look. Alright, we're going to add some more styles to that after, so don't worry about it. So down here we have another row. This has an 8-column div, which is this area here, the main area, and then there is way down at the bottom there's a 4-column div, which is the sidebar. So we want to clear these divs out completely. Okay, so I'm going to go to here. So now we have a cleared out 8-column div, and then for the sidebar we're going to do the same thing. Alright. For the products, we're going to create a div, give it a class of products. Alright, and then in here we're going to have a bunch of 4-column divs. Okay, we want 3 4-column divs going across each row. Alright, so what we can do is say div class, and we're going to set it to large 4, medium 4, small 12. Columns, I'm going to give it a class of product and also a class of end. Okay, now in here we'll have an H3, we'll say blue shirt. Okay, then we'll do an H4 below it. Let's see, price. Now, when we do the WordPress theme, things might look a little different than the HTML theme, just because of there's some limitation to where we can put the content. So just remember that there may be some minor differences. Alright, so we have the title, we have the price. Let's do the image. Okay, then we'll do a button. Alright, so let's grab where we have the 4-column div, we're going to grab that and then just paste it in a bunch of times. And then we're just going to change the content up a little bit. So this will be red shirt. We'll go ahead and change the price. We're going to change this to red shirt. Okay, this one will be gray. This one will be orange. And then I think there's a black. Alright, so let's see what that gives us. Alright, so the images aren't showing up. Let me just check the names. Okay, it's shirt black. Alright. So the image names are not correct. Shirt black. Alright, let's try that. Looks like the first one, did I miss that? Shirt blue. Oh, it's shirt blue white. Okay, so there's our products. Now for the sidebar, we're going to go down to the 4-column div here. And I'm just going to paste this in. Okay, so it's a div with the class of callout. That gives it a border and some padding. Then we have our categories heading. Then we have a UL with the class of menu and vertical. Alright. And then we're going to have another sidebar widget right below it. So we're going to put a line break. And let me grab that. Okay, it's just a heading. We can change this heading. And some text and a button. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the very bottom right above the script tags, and we're going to create our footer. Okay, footer is just going to be a paragraph. We'll put our copyright. And there we go. So that's it for the HTML for the index page. So now what we want to do is move on to the details page, and obviously this doesn't look very good. We'll fix that in the second part where we'll do the CSS. Alright, so what I want to do now is go back and let's create a new file. And this is going to be details.html. Okay, we're going to open that up. And I'm going to copy everything that I have in index.html. Alright, and then we'll just go down to where the main area is, which is this 8-column div. We'll change this class to single product. And then let's change this to, actually we'll get rid of all of these 4-column divs but one. Alright, and then we're going to change it from 4 columns to 12. So it'll go, actually, do I want to do that? Yeah. Okay. And then inside that 12-column div, we're going to have 2 more columns. So let's copy that. I'm just going to get rid of this. Alright, so we have a 12-column div, and then inside that, we're going to make this one 5 columns. That's where the image will go. And then this one here will be 7. Alright, so let's go in the 5-column first. And we're going to have a link here to go back as well. Oops. Okay, for now this will just go to index.html. And then under that we're going to have our image. Okay, we're just going to use the blue-white shirt for now. Alright, let's take a look at the details page. Details HTML. Alright, so the image isn't showing up. Let's see, shirt blue. That should be a dot. Okay, now on the other side, in the 7-column div, we're going to have the content. So I'm actually going to just paste that in. Okay, we have an H2. H4 with the price, paragraph for the description, a button, and then we have some tags. So let's save that. Alright, that looks good so far. Now we're also going to create an about page just to represent a normal page that's not a product page. So let's go and create new and we're going to say about.html. Let's open that up. And I'm just going to copy what we have in the details page. Alright, and then we just want to go to the main area, which is right here. And instead of having a 5 column and a 7 column, we're going to get rid of those and just have the 112. Alright, and then we'll just put in a heading here. And let's grab some sample text. Paste that in. Alright. So let's go to About. And there we go, just some text and a heading. Alright,